sure is different watching a Rocky show without a moose in it. Me and this Rocky got more in common. We're both tough supporters of athletes. You know what I mean? And we both vocabularize with the same deflection, too. Boy, I bet if The Rock wanted a great light beer with a smooth, clean taste, he'd just say natural like I do. Because if he called it Anheuser-Busch Natural Light like it says on the can, he wouldn't have enough stamina left to fight his sparring partner. Oh, good. Time for another round.
Just when you thought you'd seen all the new Datsuns 479, along comes the newest Datsun of all. The new front-wheel drive Datsun 310. Traction up front, backed by Datsun Value, economy, at one of the plushest interiors in its class. The new Datsun 310. Front-wheel drive for handling, Datsun quality for keeps. To keep the quality coming.
3 unidentified 19-inch color TV pictures, each the best of its brand. Over 1,000 people saw them and picked the one with the best overall picture. They didn't pick America's biggest seller, Zenith, or the second biggest, RCA. Over 60% picked the 19-inch Sylvania Superset. Over 60%. We're not the biggest, but a lot of people think we've got the best picture. The Sylvania Superset.
With Polaroid's One Step, you just press one button, a motor hands you the picture, and the sharp, brilliant color develops in minutes.
Oh, very pretty.
It's the world's simplest camera because of what you don't do.
What don't you do?
Well, you don't focus, you don't set exposures, you don't measure the distance.
Sorry I asked.
Or wind, crank, or peel anything, or worry about batteries, or getting your pictures developed.
Does anybody remember all that?
Nope. They get the One Step and forget it.
We will return to Rocky, starring Sylvester Stallone and Burt Young.
With a special preview of Co-Ed Fever. The boys just hit campus, and now the girls are going to hit on the boys.
Why don't we all go over to Dean McPhee's house and glue his wife to the ceiling?
Don't miss this special preview of Co-Ed Fever coming up next.
We're coming on.
Tuesday, it's the horror show. 2 terrifying hours of movie monsters, madmen, and other creatures of the night. Tuesday at 8, 7 Central Mountain.
This is CBS.
It's 8:52. These are some of the stories that we're working on in the Channel 2 newsroom. Record cold predicted for the Chicago area tonight, as low as 25 degrees below zero in outlying areas. CTA Chairman James McDonough holds a news conference tomorrow to talk about $3 million in no-bid city contracts awarded to 2 of his firms. And mayoral candidate Jane Byrne today called for an end to no-bid contracts in Chicago. Details on these stories and playoff highlights from the Bing Crosby Open at 10.
Get in the yellow, we said the yellow pages, it's where you should be.
All over America, Amoco is working to make our country less dependent on foreign oil. In Wyoming, Amoco is using computer technology to help drill wells and develop new energy faster. The energy Amoco finds in America is energy that can't be shut off by foreign producers. It will reduce the impact of any future oil embargo. That's why every Amoco success helps strengthen America's security.
Chicago's Real Life Rockies tomorrow at 5 and 6.
We now return to Sylvester Stallone as Rocky. This portion sponsored by Anheuser-Busch Natural Light. For a smooth, clean-tasting light beer, just say natural. And by your McDonald's. You deserve a break today at McDonald's.
You're the one.
When our family needed a little extra money, I decided to go back to work. But that first day, I wasn't so sure I was going to make it. All those young girls seemed so cool and confident. But me, I had to ask questions about everything. When 2 of the girls asked me to join them for lunch, I panicked. I wasn't so sure I had enough money for lunch downtown, but I was so relieved when we walked towards McDonald's.
Your change, miss.
Jim and the kids and I practically live at our neighborhood McDonald's, so I knew my money would make it. Lunch was terrific. I finally started to relax. It was so nice to be someplace familiar.
Barbara, here's to your new job.
To your job.
I knew I was among friends, and I guess I knew something else, too. I knew I was going to make it.
Hey, wish you owned a truck full of gas? How about this car? Full of gas mileage. The incredible Datsun 210 hatchback. Highest gas mileage car you can buy. The highest gas mileage new car in America. Yes, Datsun saves again with the sporty, gas-stingy Datsun 210. Built as if we had to buy the gas. To give you the best gas mileage.
Remember this, a Rhine wine by any other name is not the same. Next time you wonder what white wine to drink, think of Gallo Rhine.
We now return to Rocky, starring Sylvester Stallone.
Datsun introduces the perfect snow car, the snug and nimble new Datsun 310. Rich, soft velour to warm your body. Rear window defrosters, side window defoggers, new rust-proofing, and front-wheel drive to pull you through. See the snow-loving, gas-saving new Datsun 310 at your Datsun dealer before you can't get to your Datsun dealer. To pull you through.
We have a sort of tradition around here with the Chapman family. Twice a month, come rain or shine, bills or no bills, we pack up everybody from Tim on down to little Jenny and head over to McDonald's for our night out. Because going out together like this means a lot to us. We really enjoy it. And McDonald's is a place where old Dad can be a hero for not a lot of money. And believe me, I wouldn't trade times like these for all the money in the world.
Oh, the things people do to decide between two TV shows they want to watch. Well, now you don't have to decide anymore, because with Sony's Betamax video recorder, you can actually watch a show on one channel while you're videotaping a show on another channel. That way you get to see both of them, so you don't have to worry about dreaming up new ways of deciding.
Okay, first one to the TV set chooses.
When you say Budweiser, when you say Bud, you said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you say Bud, you say you care enough to only want the king of beers. When you say Budweiser, you said it all.
We will return to Sylvester Stallone as Rocky.
The greatest motion picture ever made. Winner of 10 Academy Awards. Clark Gable is Rhett Butler. Vivian Leigh is Scarlett O'Hara. In the Civil War epic, it is the most unforgettable love story of all time.
I want you to faint. This is what you were meant for.
The passion, the splendor, the legend. Gone with the Wind. Sunday, February 11th at 7, 6 Central and Mountain on CBS.
This is CBS.
Poisoning. It's nature's own good way of brewing beer with no shortcuts. Poisoning is pure brewing, double brewing, in the traditional old world way. Old Style is one American premium beer that is still fully krausened, naturally carbonated. Krausening. Try Old Style and taste the difference krausening makes.
Clout, a special report Monday at 10.
We now return to Rocky, starring Sylvester Stallone. This portion sponsored by your McDonald's. You deserve a break today at McDonald's. And by Polaroid, inventors of the two great revolutions in modern photography, instant pictures and now instant movies.
Polaroid's One Step is the world's simplest camera, and the pictures can really take a beating, even from sunlight or water.
How about snake bite?
I just press the button, out comes the picture, and I accidentally drop it into my goldfish bowl.
People are always doing that.
The sharp, clear colors still develop in minutes right down there with the fish. Then just wipe it off, and it's as good as new.
Pretty. This is like bobbing for apples.
Get the One Step.
Everybody take your part.
I don't have a lot of money. You don't become a teacher to make your fortune. I just love watching kids learn, and I love seeing the world through their shiny new eyes. Once a year, I take them to the zoo because it's educational, and then to McDonald's afterwards because it's my money. And you know, there's no place my kids would rather go. What's it worth? What's a smile worth to you?
Here's another reason to just say natural. Itemizing my spouse and spouselings is so taxing on me. So while I'm misfiguring my redemptions, I like to relax. Withholding my favorite beer, natural. It's got the smooth, clean taste that comes from slow, natural aging. Oh, the label still says Anheuser-Busch Natural Light, but that's so hard to declare. In fact, that's what led me to this brilliant deduction. Just say natural. That's the short form.
We will return to Rocky, starring Sylvester Stallone and Talia Shire.
Monday, Blanche leaves Barney.
He says he's going to kill himself.
And Archie and Edith play Cupid.
Has she got a good figure?
It's a really big date for Barney on All in the Family. Huh? Then Mel's mother hits town, and everything hits the fan. Martha Ray guests as Mel's high-rollin', high-flying mom on Alice, right after All in the Family, both on a special day, Monday, starting at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
This is CBS.
All over America, Amoco is working to make our country less dependent on foreign oil. Here on the Utah-Wyoming border, Amoco helped open up 8 new oil and natural gas fields where it was once thought unlikely deposits would ever be found. New supplies like this mean fewer dollars have to go overseas for imported oil, and that helps America's balance of payments. The result is a stronger American dollar, and that's good for all Americans.
If your bank makes you feel like just another passbook number,
Thank you.
maybe it's time to switch to the Harris. At the Harris, you get a passbook and something else, your own Harris banker for help with your saving.
Well, we have an automatic monthly savings plan.
And help with your other banking needs,
And
too.
if you're short of cash, we can arrange for a loan. What about Master Charge? Right here.
At the Harris, we work as hard to help you save money as you've worked to earn it.
No, you're something else.
You should have a Harris banker.
Chicago's real-life Rockies tomorrow at 5 and 6.
We now return to Sylvester Stallone as Rocky. This portion sponsored by your McDonald's. You deserve a break today at McDonald's. And by Datsun and the new front-wheel drive 310 at your Datsun dealer now.
Here comes the Budweiser Spider. 600 fuel-injected horses created to run out front, to lead the way, like Budweiser itself. On the Can-Am road racing circuit, on tracks all over North America, the roar and the red blur of the Spider say it loud and clear. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all.
There are 2 men at our house, so I have to help my dad out. I get an allowance and everything. I make my bed all by myself. I polish my dad's shoes. Boy, does he have big feet. I even feed Trigger. And with my money, I took my dad to our favorite restaurant, McDonald's. We got a lot of food for my money. Your change. Here, thank you. We decided that working men like us have to watch how we spend our money.
Rejoice, a totally new Z-Car. The new Datsun 280ZX. Plush velour cockpit, computerized safety check, power steering, 5-speed with cruise control, 4-speaker stereo, 4-wheel disc brakes. Here's luxury and performance found in cars costing thousands more. Datsun's new ZX is awesome.
Polaroid's One Step is the world's simplest camera. Even a woman can use it.
How'd that go again?
I thought that would get her attention.
I can have 1,000 women here in half an hour.
You never focus. You just point it and press the button. Hey.
All marching with big signs.
The sharp, clear color develops in minutes. You're beautiful when you're angry.
You had a nice career there for a while.
Get the One Step. This may be my final appeal.
We now return to Rocky, starring Sylvester Stallone and Burgess Meredith.
Saved a long time to buy this house. But that first day when we moved in, I knew it was all going to be worth it. Bob and I worked a lot of overtime and didn't splurge on things, when a lot of times we sure could have used a splurge or two. We put every dime, I mean every penny we had into this place. Maybe it's not the biggest place in the world, but it's ours. Ours in the banks anyway. Our first dinner? What else? McDonald's. It only seemed fair. We went to McDonald's a lot while we were saving for this place. Anyway, after moving all day, nothing could have tasted as good. Besides, from now on, our budget is going to need all the breaks it can get. I don't know. It just seemed that nothing could ever be as special as that first dinner in our first real home.
Welcome home.
When I press this button, a new era in photography begins. Polaroid introduces Sonar Automatic Focusing. This camera sends out inaudible sound waves that bounce off the subject and return in a split second. The lens automatically rotates to perfect focus. You can get a precisely focused picture every time in minutes at the touch of one button. The new Sonar One Steps from Polaroid, the world's simplest camera.
Here comes the king of beers.
Here comes the king. Here comes the king. Here comes the big number one. Here comes the king. Budweiser beer, the king is second to none. When you say Bud, the king is calling. Let's hear the call. When you say Bud, you said it all. When you say Bud, you said it all.
We will return to Rocky, starring Sylvester Stallone and Burgess Meredith.
Wednesday, a special presentation of Spider-Man. $1 million worth of rare coins are stolen, and Spider-Man's out to solve this baffling crime. On One Day at a Time,
You have some ideas for me.
I'm sure she has.
Ann's losing an account to that girl with something extra. Next, Louise Jefferson is up for an award, and George influences the decision. Then, Bennett's political bid is jeopardized by Kaz's defense of a client.
I'm going to be in court tomorrow, Sam. I'm praying that you don't fire me.
Great entertainment coming on Wednesday.
This is CBS.
United, the largest airline in the free world, proudly announces Super Saver Simplified. In February and March, you can save up to 55% easier than ever.
Used to buy a month ahead, now it's just 2 weeks instead.
Stay as long or as little as you like.
Stay as long as 60 days or as little as 2 and be on your way.
And kids simply fly free.
Easy does it when you fly, Super Saver Simplified. Fly the friendly skies.
There's a whole new direction, a whole new point of view. Everybody's out going, doing what they love to do. That's why now you'll find the age of 7-Up is here. Cause we love that crisp, refreshing taste, so light and crystal clear. Moving up, riding up. up. Look it up. Sailing up. America is turning 7 up. Reaching up. Hiking up. Feeling up. Biking up. America is turning 7 up.
Women's professional basketball tonight, 10:30.
We now return to Sylvester Stallone as Rocky. This portion sponsored by Datsun and the new front-wheel drive 310 at your Datsun dealer now. And by Budweiser, the king of beers. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all.
What's your car drinking these days? Unleaded gas at a champagne price or the lowest price gas around? Good old regular. Once again, Datsun saves with 18 new models, 18 that run on regular. And with a price difference between unleaded and regular, think of the money you'll save year after year. To give you more miles per gallon of regular gas.
Welcome to our people-pleasing places. Meet our people-pleasing faces.
Holiday Inn hotels are #1 in the world with people-pleasing standards.
Everything's perfect.
And the most popular locations at resorts throughout the world, right where you can do the things you want to do.
Wherever you go in this whole big traveling world.
We want to make you comfortable.
Holiday Inn is #1 in people-pleasing.
No doubt about it. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all.
We now return to Rocky, starring Sylvester Stallone and Talia Shire.
Datsun introduces the perfect snow car, the snug and nimble new Datsun 310. Rich, soft velour to warm your body. Rear window defrosters, side window defoggers, new rust-proofing, and front-wheel drive to pull you through. See the snow-loving, gas-saving new Datsun 310 at your Datsun dealer before you can't get to your Datsun dealer. To pull you through.
We have a sort of tradition around here with the Chapman family. Twice a month, come rain or shine, bills or no bills, we pack up everybody from Tim on down to little Jenny and head over to McDonald's for our night out. Because going out together like this means a lot to us. We really enjoy it. And McDonald's is a place where old Dad can be a hero for not a lot of money. And believe me, I wouldn't trade times like these for all the money in the world.
Owens Corning built this glass house so you can see all the places insulation can save money, new home or old. Your attic. In severe climates, you may need insulating power up to R38, a foot of pink Owens Corning fiberglass. Another place to insulate. Floors over unheated garages or crawl spaces, and walls exposed to cold or heat. Put your house in the pink. Get Owens Corning fiberglass insulation now. It's cheaper than oil.
Boy, it sure is different watching a Rocky show without a moose in it. Me and this Rocky got more in common. We're both tough supporters of athletes, you know what I mean? And we both vocabularize with the same deflection, too. Boy, I bet if The Rock wanted a great light beer with a smooth, clean taste, he'd just say natural like I do. Because if he called it Anheuser-Busch Natural Light like it says on the can, he wouldn't have enough stamina left to fight his sparring partner. Oh, good. Time for another round.
Coming to CBS next Sunday, the greatest motion picture ever made, Gone with the Wind, starring Clark Gable as Rhett Butler, Vivian Lee as Scarlett O'Hara, Leslie Howard as Ashley Wilkes, Olivia de Havilland as Melanie. Winner of 10 Academy Awards. crumbles. And two lives burn with the fury of the Civil War, sweeping them into the most unforgettable love story of all time.
Don't, I shall faint.
I want you to faint. This is what you were meant for. He was the strong-willed Rhett Butler. She, the unconquerable Scarlett O'Hara, in the motion picture event that made legends of all who created it. Gone with the Wind. Next Sunday at 7, 6 Central and Mountain on CBS.
And now, the conclusion of Rocky.